Alright everybody, Mark Burgess here, Big East Bass Fishing. Appreciate you checking out another video. So here we are down the Cape, and find myself with 40 degree water temp, 40.7, 40.9. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So supposed to get up about 50 degrees here today, so we'll see what that does to the water temp, but they should bite. They should bite. So what I'm gonna do is take you through wintertime crankbait fishing, but I've also prepared for if they don't bite a crankbait. Okay, so I'll show you the baits that I got rigged up to fish today, and we'll see how we do. See if we can close out 2024. Say goodbye to 2024 and thank you. It was a pretty good year. Really looking forward to 2025. So let's see what we can do. All right, so basically I'm going to rotate through a bunch of baits that I identified and showed you in one of my last videos. Original storm wheel wat and a crawfish translucent bottom pattern. A couple of different jerk baits. I got a shallow diver and a deep diver. You know, we got Berkeley Stunner here, as well, and a deeper diver here. Just depending on the situation. Then as I run down through this bank right here, and you know, flat-sided crankbaits, and I'll show you here. I just really like throwing a flat-sided crankbait this time of year. All right, so a couple different versions. So, you know, in addition to that, you know, I got a big glide bait tied up. Not really big glide bait. Good time of year to throw that. And you know, if I see anything that I can throw a jig on, of course I'm gonna do that. Just a small compact jig, green pumpkin, brown, little blue in it. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna start with, and we'll go from there. I mean, I do have a silver buddy tied on. We'll see if I can find a steep enough bank. You know, I'll throw that. So, all right, let's get started. 20 plus feet of water here. So, as I work up to, I'm going to start in about I want the bait in about 8 to 9 feet of water. It may start out in 4, 5, 6 feet of water, probably closer to 5, 6 feet of water, out to about 8 to 9 feet of water. So while I'm approaching that, this is not a real steep drop here. It's just a gradual pitch up towards the bank. So I'm going to start with a deeper diving crankbait, deeper diving jerkbait, until I get into the area that I want to throw the crankbait on. So it's funny, you know, I got to resist the urge to get on the trolling motor and move. Water's just 41 degrees right now, so I should not be in a big hurry. So that's something mentally you just have to work on, really, to just slow down and then go even slower. That's pretty cool right there. Hopefully you saw those swans fly by. I heard them coming for a mile. So I made it up here into about 9 feet of water, so now I'm going to start to throw my crankbait. this wigglewort. There he is. There he is. Feels like a trout. Feels like a trout. Looks like a trout. Reason being, it's a trout. They were biting it. I can feel them biting it. One finally bit it for real. Looks like a stalker to me. A lot of times the trout and bass are right with each other. The reason for that is that they eat the same food. So I'm just alternating back and forth between the jerkbait and that wigglewort. I mean, the reason I started with the wigglewort and not some of these other baits is I have more confidence in the wigglewort, and that's what I just have more confidence in it. So I want to fish that under these circumstances than the other baits. If I get into an area and I know there's some a good amount of fish there and they're eating the crankbait, then I'll experiment with those other baits and see if I can catch one. Okay, that first pass did not meet my expectations. One small trout, but I felt like I might have been too shallow. Just a gut feeling. All this is just a subtle point. You know, it's got deep water real close to it, but hard bottom. And you know, it's on, in my opinion, it's on the right side of the lake, you know, because I get a little breeze blowing the warm water over here. It does. This is the north side of the lake. It's getting all the sun every day. So I'm gonna make another pass on it, staying out a little deeper. See if that's the ticket. Little pretty fish. Not the right species, but he was right where he's supposed to be. Where I thought the bass would be. Pretty fish though. And I'm not eating them, the trout, or anything really. We're not supposed to. This is the high levels of mercury supposedly they have in them. That was a good trout. Had him on. Coming up, I thought it might have been felt like a trout right away, but then it started to come up. I was like, maybe. Nope. Trout. He come off. Then he was chasing it down as I was pulling the bait back. Catching the crap out of these things. You know. Now we're culling. Hey, Mark Burgess here, Big East Bass Fishing, with a pro tip for you today. Although you don't have to be a pro to do this, that's for sure. In the morning, when you go to Dunkin' and you order your, in my case, medium iced coffee regular, and your bacon, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel, you order 2 bacon, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel. Eat one of them right then and there, and the other one you save for later while you're out on the water. All right, enjoy. That's a wrap on this trip. So, bass won today. Mark lost. So, no bass, no perch, no pickerel, 4 trout. They're loving that jerk bait in the 9, 8, 9 feet of water, just right on a drop. Ended up pushing shallow a little bit. Wasn't happening. Focused on slightly deeper with a deeper diamond jerk bait, the jig, and you know, silver buddy, you know, head and sonar, in out to 20 feet of water, working it down the slope. So yeah, not what I was hoping for, but hey, get out on the water. So that's that could be winter fishing anywhere, you know, never mind Cape Cod. So that's all for now. We'll go back, we'll put together what we can, and give you the best part of the content. Hopefully we'll have another warming trend here. We'll get out sooner than later. All right, Happy New Year, everybody. Look forward to seeing everybody in 2025.